When you take a look at 3A, Bishop Luers, a rematch versus Concordia last week. They lost to them 28-7 in the regular season. Obviously, we're a little bit dinged up at that time, and kind of like Dwenger, they figured things out as the season has gone along. The Luers Knights will host Mishawaka Marian this week. How do you see this one playing out now that Luers has kind of, as I mentioned, figured some things out offensively?
No, that's the big thing. Consistency up front and the offensive line being able to open up holes more for Jordan Presley, Tyran Hambright. And the short passing game, too, I think has developed pretty well under the quarterback Kanapke. Justin Gaston really stepping into a role and finding him more offensively, getting him the ball. I think the playmakers are playing like they're playmakers, but more importantly, the offensive line has really gelled and come together. And I think early in the season, that was the main concern, still is for Bishop Luers, is up front. But I think they've gotten solidified that position, grown confident, and being able to do what they did to that Concordia defense last week, which we expected to be a low scoring, dropping 20 points doesn't sound like a lot, but against that Concordia defense is a lot of points, particularly as of late. So you feel pretty good playing Mishawaka Marian at home, a team that I don't think is as good as Concordia, and Bishop Luers was able to beat the Cadets last week.
One of the things that would have me feeling pretty confident if I was Kyle Lindsey would be the play of their defense last week. Obviously, Concordia has had injuries at the quarterback position, but Brandon Davis has stepped in and done a fine job. But defensively, they were able to bottle up Marcus Morrow and Preston Curligran. They had about 100 yards rushing between them, whereas they had been able to run over the competition early in the playoffs. But Michael Hemingway comes in for Mishawaka Marian, 19 carries, 170 yards, couple of TDs last week. They're going to need another big performance from the defensive line and being able to stop the run this Friday night if they want to be successful against Mishawaka Marian or the Knights.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sounds cliche, but we look at it, facing the athletes of the SAC, I feel like you're going to see more and be challenged more against a Concordia even than what you see this week. So whether Luers is looking ahead, that's the biggest danger in terms of, in my opinion, similar to what we saw with Snyder the first couple weeks of the season or the postseason. As long as they're not looking ahead, they should be okay. Same with Woodland. That's why I feel Bishop Luers is here. 8-4 Mishawaka Marian team coming to town. Luers has more talent than Mishawaka Marian. Can they execute? That's been an issue earlier this season here and there, but they seem to have straightened it out. But that's the only hurdle, I think, for Concordia, or excuse me, for Bishop Luers on Friday.